I wanted to take a quick second to give you guys a look. This is the start of week 10 in my online exercise physiology course. And I just want you to see the power that Kahoot going into my quiz bank, and just want you to see the unlimited. Now in the pre-assessment, students were not allowed to take unlimited. They only got one shot, so one student did not take the pre-assessment. But notice as I scroll down, this is an order of the quizzes that students see them. And students have all these quizzes available to them on the week prior to the course opening, and they close, they lock at midnight on the university study day. So students can even come all the way back to this very first quiz and take this quiz again. So just notice 279. Now mind you, there are 86 students in this course. This one students didn't seem to struggle so much with this quiz. From food to energy is a really difficult chapter. Almost 400 quiz attempts. 86 students now. So just as we scroll down and we take a look at the number of quiz attempts. Training terms was very simple. There were only 20 terms, so only 98. So this gives me some idea, right, of the parts of the course that I know are more difficult and those that I know that are a little bit easier. You know, it holds true as I look at fatigue. That's the other really, really difficult chapter in our course. Now, this was the training for weight loss. I have some students working behind. That's what that tells me right away, which is okay in my online class. I don't dock points for late work. I do try to give them the option. I encourage them. I follow up with them, make sure they're not falling behind. But we're on this week training for speed and power, and notice I've already had 2 students take the quiz, but what's even more interesting is a number of students who've already attempted the last 3 chapters, plus I make a practice for the final exam. And then the final exam, students can sign up. It's actually available from December the 7th through the 13th, but I've been given permission to allow students to take it early in this online world. And then, so there were a couple of students, oddly enough, only 83 students took the midterm. Go figure, right? But the benefit of allowing students to take quizzes an unlimited number of times is they're coming back and they're practicing and they're studying and they're working. Who wouldn't want that? What professor doesn't want that? And then I have all the data of what they're doing. Not to mention the number of times they're playing the Kahoots, which I can go and see the data on that as well. So when I go to my reports, what's really interesting, and I do this at the end of the semester, these are challenges in progress. So I could go see, look, there is 24 students or 24 different games that have been played, 37 here, 21 here. So I can go see when I reset these, right? So these are the current ones. If I scroll down, sorry if the scrolling is making you sick, but if I scroll down to challenges that have already expired, so I use challenges for students to be able to play outside of class, and then I use live games inside of the class. So you can see I have a lot of Kahoots between my classes, and I'm trying not to make you drunk, so if you would just not look for a second and let me scroll quickly down, this will just show you. Okay, here we go. So today is what, the 29th, so let me go down. All right, on the 23rd, right? On the 23rd, I had 20 students play the joint motion. And what's cool is I can click here and download this data. So when I click here to download the data, let's see, is it going to allow me to download? So I finally got it downloading. Now it's downloading everything. But once you click to download, if you have more than 20 questions, you're not going to get the nice, neat PowerPoint that they give. Let's see if I can find a better example, one that just has like 20 questions or less. And this lets me know that these were challenges. So let's see what this one looks like. Kahoot is having a hard time downloading things this morning. Let's see. Okay, this is a good example. of the kind of data that you're going to get on the back end when you use Kahoot. And this is very powerful if you will take the time to review it and analyze it. Overall performance information here. Typically, I don't have my students do the feedback. We're just always rushing. We're working right up to the end of the class period every time. But what I really like is I'm able to come in and see the data, right? The points, how many correct questions students got right and wrong. And then here I can go see the summary of each question. This was a workshop I did around deeper learning. So this lets me see, which questions students struggled with. I can drill down even more and look at it question by question and student by student and see how many students did well and how many did poorly, and if I need to differentiate for those students individually. And then, of course, if I were doing some research, which I am, this is important to me to have access to this raw data so that I can manipulate that. So there you go. I hope that you find this beneficial. I wanted to create these extra videos for the sake of time because it never fails that we never get a chance to get it all done during a workshop. If you have any questions about any of this or you want some additional help, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You'll find my email there at the end of the presentation, but just in case, it's N as in Nikki, .bray, B as in boy, R-A-Y, at memphis.edu. Hope you give this a chance because it's really been has had a powerful impact in my courses, and my students absolutely love it. Thanks so much for your time.